Hello players and welcome to another video on APWARS. We have now the celebration festival ongoing. Get ready to get drunk on weed and really hard root beer. If you like the video and the content on APWARS, don't forget to subscribe and leave the video a thumbs up. In this video, you will be getting more information on how wGOLD and wCOURAGE are computed back as prices for the players, and you'll also be checking out the NFTs that you receive if you join the war. As you probably noticed, the victory of the battle for supremacy was from the degenerate side. Well, unfortunately, on the final war against the forces of extreme darkness, the forces of extreme darkness did win again. What happens when they win? Two things can happen. First, a lot of troops die. It was not the case this time. Second, you get some percentage of the wGOLD that is actually burned. This will have a positive effect on the price of wGOLD and will also be used to mint wCOURAGE. This leads us to the question, how is wCOURAGE calculated? So how much wCOURAGE is minted at the war? Two steps are taken. First, a picture is taken of the actual ratio of the price between wCOURAGE and wGOLD. So in this case, let's imagine that when the price is the picture is taken, you have wCOURAGE and wGOLD. This means that per burned wGOLD, players will be getting 5.91 wCOURAGE back on their wallets, okay? Sent directly to their wallets. And how is wCOURAGE computed? How does the system know how much wCOURAGE to actually mint? Simple. You get the total amount of wGOLD that was burned at the Fed. You add this to the total amount of troops that have been killed at war, so burned, times their price, their cost at the end of the war. Also, plus the 2 million, in this case, troops that have died, times their cost in wGOLD at the end of the war. So this will give a wGOLD result. This will also give you a wGOLD result, which is added to the total burned amount of wGOLD. And this will give you total amount of minted wCOURAGE. And then the wCOURAGE is sent back directly to the wallets of the players, depending on the number of troops, in this case, on the power of their troops that perished at war. If 10% of the troops that were sent to war are yours, that means that you're getting 10% of the minted wCOURAGE. However, well, that can be hard to get if your army is big enough to represent 10% of the total army. So let's give you a better example. If you, in this case, you have 2 million soldiers, and let's multiply them by an average of 10 wGOLD, that's 20 million, times 200,000, and if you multiply them by 10 wGOLD on average, that will give you about 2 million. So this would be 20 million wGOLD plus 2 million, 22 million in this case, plus 500,000. So this would be about, well, 23 million in total wGOLD that was burned at war, multiplied by the ratio that you see here Okay, that will give you the amount of war courage that you need to have, or that the war contract will be submitting to war. So let's say that, well, we use the number 23 million times 6, okay, give or take a few, it's about 138. Okay, so in this case, it actually means that you will be having 138 million war courage being distributed back to the players. And this distribution will depend on the number and, of course, the power of the troops that died at war. So if you had 1% of the troops at war, you would be getting 1% of the 138 million. Okay, so that will be a really good amount of war courage that you're getting back to you. Okay, so again, what do you do with this? Simple. You get the war courage, and you can actually exchange that for wGOLD or any other warrior that you see here on the that you can actually find, or you can use the celebration festival to get more wGOLD back instead of just dumping your war courage in the market. At the moment, you have a really high APR, which is actually about 10 times higher, even more than 10 times higher than what it was before the celebration festival. So what you can do is you go here, you provide liquidity for these two tokens, you stake them at the War Courage wGOLD liquidity pool, and you'll be collecting this APR for about a week. If you decide to leave it there, it's up to you, because it will be giving you yield back after the celebration week anyways. So the war courage is yours, and you can always use war courage. Don't forget about this. You can always use war courage in your training center. Okay, so use war courage. Don't sell it, because war courage will become scarce and is highly valuable if you want to create new soldiers. Again, if you want to just sell it, go ahead and do it. We wouldn't recommend it, because it's not playing the strategy. You're not playing the strategy of the game. You're playing the really low-term strategy of the wallet. Okay, so what else do you get after joining the wars? You get NFTs. If you won the war, you are getting memorable victory NFT. If you lost the war, well, you're getting a memorable death. No worries, you can actually try to sell them at the black market, or you can collect them, and who knows, in a few wars time, when we can have battles against villages, you will be collecting a lot more of these, and who knows, these might be worth something in the future. If they're not, no worries. Why do you collect things in games? Well, because you want to have collectibles, right? So that's the beauty of having APWARS being a game. Speaking of games, don't forget that we have more news coming for you. The free-to-play is close to release. Don't miss out on the next one. As always, enjoy. Contact us on Telegram or Discord. Check our socials. If you like the content, leave the video a thumbs up, and see you on the next one.